Hi everyone, welcome back and thank you for joining me for part 2 of our colour along in the world's most, arguably the world's most incredible book, Johanna Basford's Rooms of Wonder. And we left off part 1 here. And this is, excuse my arm a minute, let me move things out of the way. And this is where we got to. So we've painted the mirror with the Art Spirits paint, so it's all shiny and shimmery. And I decided that we were doing this beautiful soft interior, a nice calm bedroom, and then so like we're looking in at these worlds, same as I did with the bedroom really. We'd shut the world outside and we did what we wanted in the bedroom. So we're going to get on with it. I'm going to start firstly, I think, with the leaves around here. Now, that's my scrap sheet. Don't know why I pulled that out. These are the colours we're going to use. Let's come in so you can see just what we've got to do. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to take sand and I'm going to use it as just a little bit of a highlight and a bit of a difference. So I'm just going to put sand in lightly, just on one edge, maybe in the tip. Okay, then I'm going to take olive green, which I don't have the right colour. I have that one. Where's olive green? Oh, I'm so sorry folks, here it is. Olive green, and then at the base I'm going to put that in quite dark, down into the centre, and then bring that out lightly. Okay, and then we're going to switch to Kelly green, and we're going to go over that, backtrack over our olive green, come out with our Kelly green and go into that sand. And then I'm going to take the sand and I'm going back over that and smushing. Bit of a smush and then back in with Kelly green. So we just get a little bit of a different tone variation in our leaf. So it's just not so flat. There we are. I think that looks pretty cool. We can go back in with our olive and just deepen up a little bit. So for a bit of a darker centre. There we go. There we are. Right, let's do another one. So sand. Or you can just change it up where you put the sand. It doesn't need to be in the same place. Although I quite like in these kind of pictures that almost that uniformness of it. Because the beauty of it is they're not real images, they're fantasy images, so we can do it however we want. Okay, back in with the Kelly green. Blend that into that sand colour. Go back in with sand. And then back in with the olive green and just deepen up, darken some areas. There we are. Leaves, and that's how all the leaves are going to be done. Apart from these teeny tiny leaves, I'm going to leave out the sand for those because they're just too teeny tiny, I think. All right, now done the leaves. Let's put that to one side. We're going to look at the items on the dressing table, and I've got a whole, we'll have to move you over a bit, list of different colours. So, starting with the vase, I'm going to take electric blue, so this one, and we're going to, I'm going to go in dark here on this side, and then I'm going to lessen the pressure, and I'm going to get lighter and lighter as I come to the centre. Do the same on this side. Okay, we're going to find the next wave, which is this one. There we go, and down here again as well. Excuse me, let me get a cup of tea. So that's, that was electric blue. And we're going to mix that up with a little bit of lilac. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going in dark at the edges, and then I'm going to lessen the pressure to almost nothing as we get in the centre, and then we're going to start deepening it up again. There we go. I'm going to do the same this side, really dark at the edge and lessen it up, just tickling the page there, and start deepening it up. Okay, and at the top here too. So this is lilac we're using, just in case you missed it. We're going to put that in the mirror. Bit of lilac, bit of electric blue, bit of lilac. There we go. Now I'm just going to take a white, and I'm just going to make that highlight in the centre even more visible. Just so we've got a nice shine on that vase. Okay, going back in with the electric blue, I'm just going to deepen up those edges. Kind of lost that when I put the white on. There we go. There we go. One little vase. Alright. Now, we need to use those colours somewhere else. So I'm going to put the electric blue around the cotton wool balls. So we're going to have a nice blue, we're going to have a blue lid. And then they'll stand out because I'm going to use a little bit of grey, warm grey, to fill that in, and then that can be silver. Okay, one more item in blue. Let's do this one. So I'm going to do this side dark. I'm going to do this side dark. The electric blue, and then we're going to bring that out. Okay, have electric blue lid as well. Alright, so we've got 3 electric blues. We need some lilac. Okay, let's do this one over here. So, I'm going to do dark around the edge, and then just lighten it off. Dark around the edge, around that other little jar, and lessen it off. There we go. Can have a purple top. How many purples have we got now? 2. We need another one. Okay, well let's do... So we're using lilac again. Let's do this one. dark on the edges, under the top. Okay, so that's 3 lilacs. Now we're going to have to put in, let's put in this beautiful processed red, because I'm going to bring that into the flowers. So these colours we're using, I'm going to put on the outside. We're really going to lift this page. So let's have this one. Let's do this one. Now, this is a very bright colour. You can always tone it down with a bit of white if you want to, but I quite like that really nice brightness on the page of these items. Okay, we'll put a little bit of white, just blend that through. There we go. Let's do this little jar. So I'm doing it the same as I did the other things. Darker on the edge and lighter towards the centre. Okay, and we'll do the underneath there and a little bit on the lid. There we are. Okay, cute, huh? Alright, let's do with the processed red, let's do around these letters. So we can have a stamp, red stamp. Talking of stamps, we'll be getting all new stamps shortly. I'm going to do, I know that's supposed to be reflection, but I'm going to do around there in pink. That's mirror. Okay. And we're going to do this little heart. We're going to do these little hearts. Okay, there we are. Right, what else have we got? Let's use, okay, blush pink. Let's use the blush pink. So we'll do this little pot in the blush pink. Okay, bit of white. Alright, we can have this tall bottle. Can have that tall bottle. That's 1, 2. Let's do this little. I'm just checking you can see everything. Let's just do this little jar in that nice blush pink as well. Okay. I'm trying to think what to do that scarf, but we can come back to that. Okay, we've done. Oh, we've missed a bottle. That'll have to be blush pink as well then. Let's do that. Blush pink. There we go. Alright. So I know they look a bit odds and endy now, but they won't. When we start with the border and bring the different colours in, it will look lovely. Alright, so the flowers. Now, let me have a sip of tea and be brave. We're going to take processed red. Let's do this big one together, and we're going to start here. And I'm going to have a deep centre. This processed red is a beautiful colour. Okay, and then we're going to come out lighter and lighter until you can't hardly see any colour at all. Deepen that up. Okay, and then salmon pink. So we're going to go from this shock of rich deep pink into salmon. I love this combination. Pink into orange, and then we are going to let it fade out. There we go. So we get this. Oh, this gorgeous gradient. It's just beautiful. We're going to do another one. Okay, so once you've got enough of the processed red, you can always go back in and give it a little bit more so you get that beautiful, almost like sunrise gradient. Once you think you've got enough of the processed red, just fade out. So when I say fade out, I mean just get lighter, lessen your pressure off. Until there's almost nothing there. Okay, and we're going to go in with the salmon. We're going to go over that area that we faded out. There we go. And then we're just going to let it get lighter as we come to the edge. If you noticed, when I'm talking and I say let's get lighter, I start whispering. It's like if my voice is quieter, then my touch will be gentler. Okay, let's deepen that up. Okay. All my little flowers are going to be done like that in this circle. We're going to use... Now, I thought I had one. I'm going to use that cool grey, that 10% cool grey, and we're just going to put a bit of colour in those cotton wool balls. Like that. You could have different coloured cotton wool balls, but I don't want all that colour in the bedroom. I'm going to take the silver dual metallic pen again, and we're going to give these little jars their embellishment. That needs some electric blue round there in the mirror, doesn't it? Just put like that. Let's keep it simple. So I'm just gonna, all the bits that need filling in, I'm just gonna have this lovely shiny sparkly silver on them. Because when it dries you can actually still see through it, it's not so opaque. So you'll still see Johanna's little scribbles for the labels, which is really cute. Okay, we're gonna have that bit silver too. That bit there. So any more? Nope, don't think so. Okay. Alright, so we've done the leaves, we've done the flowers. I'm going to go off and do all of the flowers on this inner circle. Then we'll tackle the outside circles when we've done that. Alright, my lovely friends, see you in a sec. Ta-da! And if by magic it's done. No, I'm really pleased with it. I love how it's turning out. So a few things I want to point out. I've put yellow in the centre and some yellow dots in the flower just to break up the intensity of them. And I've outlined them also. Now I used the Tule Art acrylic paint pens from their pastel range, if you can see that. And I used 19 and 22, which were Peaceful Pink, which is a kind of peachy pink, and 22 being Sun Glow. There is a swatch, I think, of these pastel pens on the channel, so if you want to go and check that out, I go through all those beautiful colours with you, and they it just gives you that little bit of difference from using white all the time. Okay, we need to carry on. So we need to do these little beauties on the outside. Let me move those gorgeous pens out of the way and move our book up. Okay, so we are going to use these colours, obviously, and our leaf colours as well. Leaf colours, not leave. Don't leave, stay with me. Okay, so in the background here I want that green. I'm going to leave the border, and I'm going to go in with a bit of a sharper pencil than that. We're going to go in with the sap green light. That was nice and sharp. Okay, we're going in with sap green light, and we're going to get lighter as we get towards that border. So I'm going in with the sap green, this one. And then we'll just let that fade out. So I'm just filling in all those gaps. We're going to make it lighter as we get towards the top there, where we'll use the pale sage to blend. I have to say, I am really enjoying working with the Prismas in this book. They just really enjoy it, don't they? Okay, pale sage now. Just gives us that beautiful fresh green look, and these two colours just work. They work and blend amazingly together. I'm just making sure I've filled in all those little gaps. And just come down this side, just lighten that up a bit. Okay, there we go. One little green circly thing, circly doodad. Now on the flowers this time we're going to do lilac into powder blue, which is a very pretty combination. Okay, so we're going to do lilac and let it fade out. I want enough lilac, let it fade out. Okay, then we're going to take the powder blue, which is one of the first colours for me to always run out. I like it, and I like sky blue light, but powder blue's got more colour to it. Oh, too sharp, it's alright. Okay, let's blend that in, and I'm just going to make that lilac there, just a bit darker. Okay. Dark lilac, then gently bring it out, then go in with our powder blue. Really pretty blend, really pretty, nice and soft blend. Okay, and then for the leaves we're going to use the same colours as we used before, but I'm not going to put the sand in because I think it will just, they're nice and sharp as they are. I think it will just be a little too much. So I'm going to do dark green at the base, just so it's nice and deep, and then in with our Kelly green on the top. Because they're so squishy. but we could try a bit of sand. Let's try a bit of sand, let's see what happens. That's cream, sand. Let's try a bit. Got nothing to lose, have we? So you could mix it in if you wanted to. So let's do another one. They are very tiny though, so I'm going to put a little bit of the dark green, so our olive green in, then our Kelly green. Let's leave the tip. Let's leave the tip out and put the sand in. Well, you can if you want to, just change things up a little bit. So that's how they're going to be done. Now the light shade, I think we're going to do that in purple, the light shades, purple into blue, because that will unify that in. I think we've used every other colour apart from the electric blue. So I've got the wrong colours in my hand. So here at the base of our little light shades, I'm doing lilac. We're going to do deep lilac at the bottom. I'm not going with stripes. I'm not feeling that vibe today. Okay. Fill that bit up. Just letting it come out lightly. Then we'll go in with that powder blue. Isn't that a pretty combination? There we are. And then that kind of ties everything together. Sorry, I've made the camera go blurry with my hand. I still haven't decided on the little towel, but what I have decided on is we need some colour in those little flowers. So I'm going to take back, I did the same colours we've done here, but because they're smaller, if we bring you in, because they're smaller, they didn't come out as bright. So I think we'll put some processed red in. We'll just have some little processed red flowers, like that. Nothing too fancy schmancy, just a nice little splash of colour. And we're pulling everything together now, and of course I've put my pens back in, 1922. So I'm going to take my Art pen and just give them that nice yellow centre. There we are. They're so cool, these pens. They're not great for colouring over, but they're great for outlining. Right, I want that dark olive green, and are we dry everywhere? I'm going to put some of these stems in. Whereas the Art Spirits paint, look, I'm going straight over. No issues. There we go, we've got some little green flower stems. Was there anything else? Yeah, the flooring. Okay, I'll have to move everything up. Excuse my pyjamas and my arm in your way. Let me just move everything. I've got a massive desk here. I've put two back to back, but still got no room, because I think the more space you have in a craft room, the more you fill it. So I've got here, you can use another Prisma if you want, whatever you like. I've got a Jelly Roll Moonlight pen, and it is in this sort of teal colour. And these are not sparkly, they're just flat gel pens, but boy are they lovely. I love my Jelly Rolls. Okay, now the little design that we've got on the carpet down here, I'm going to go in. They're very fine pens. This is a 0.6 nib. I might need to give it a little squiggle, because we're colouring over a lot of wax. But and just going over Johanna's design. It's the only bit of the page that I'm thinking, I'm not sure whether I wish that was there or not. You know, this pattern. But, so I'm nothing fancy, nothing clever, and not trying to be clever and cute. I'm just filling in Johanna's lines. And that will tie the desk in and give us a little bit of colour on the carpet. Okay, right, let me just take the lid off. Let's come out and have a look now. I love this page. I really do. I think it's going to be gorgeous when it's finished. And it only adds to my love of Johanna's colouring book. So what I'm going to do is go off and finish our little bits, and then we'll be back and we will do all the swirls and the last bits together. Alright, my lovely friends, I'll see you in a sec. Okay guys, this is what it's looking like. I'm just so pleased with how it's turned out. I'm really happy. So now we need to concentrate on the edge. I know I've still got the little throw over there to do. And the little door, I put some of the gel pen just at the top and the bottom. And I'm going to do the little flower droplets the same as we did the flowers. Let me just move my book. Okay, so I'm going to do lilac at the base, and then we're going to throw in that powder blue. That'll tie that together. So just the same as we've done those. And I put a little bit of the Thule art pen in the centre of those flowers. And now I'm going to have to agonise over how we're going to do the outside. I say agonising because it's like so many choices of beautiful colours, you know. But we're just going to do this. And I think what I would like is some of it green, some of it to be like a nice green. And then I'm thinking of just putting a drop of Stickles on the Stars. We're going to put some white in there. See, I'm talking you through the process, folks. There's nothing better than having friends help you choose colour schemes. Hey. Okay. I think I need that, those new cards that people are talking about that have got all the, to go back with a bit of black, that have got all the different colour swatches on. Right, okay, so that's how they're all going to be done. Now if I'm going to do green, I think I'm going to go in with these greens that we did in the background here. So let's pick out some particularly leafy looking bits and let's go from there. So let me get those colours out for you again, and why not, let's focus up here. So let me see. Okay, I'm going to turn the page, rest my thing there. Now this looks particularly leafy, doesn't it? So let's go in with the sap green light. That's confused me. Where am I? You're not even on the bit that I'm on. I'm so silly sometimes. Okay, going with the sap green light. And we're going to put that in. Just gently. If we go over, we can always go back with the, or if I go over, I can always go back with the black Posca, so it's not the ends of the world if I do. Do this bit. And then we're going to put some of the pale sage in. Yeah, gone over. Knew I would. My hands are annoying. Okay. I won't do it now, but I will go over those bits with a black Posca before we finish the page. So let's carry on. I quite like that. I like the softness of the green against that black. Okay. Alright. Yes, I was going to say, please tell me you can see what I'm doing. Oh. It's very late at night. It's 11:45 at night. This has taken me, well, it's gone over again. How many days of worrying? No, not worrying, I'm joking. I think we might just do that, you know. I think that looks really pretty. It's taken me 2-3 days, I think, this page. Just because I've been quite slow with being tired, like you do, you know, everybody does when they go to work, don't they? We're all tired. We all struggle. But I've really, really enjoyed it. Okay, in with the pale sage. Okay, I think that's really pretty. Now, rather than erasing it, I'm going to get my Poscas back out, my little bag of all different sized Poscas. And which one is this? Yeah, I'm just going to take that nib. Excuse me. I'm just going to, rather than erasing where I went wrong, because that might leave streaks in the Posca, I'm just going to touch it back up and nobody will know. It'll be just our secret, folks. Okay. So I have decided on the swirls. That's how they're going to be done. I think that looks beautiful. Now I've got a gold Artex pen. There is a review of these on my channel as well. They've got a brush nib one side and a bullet tip this side. This is what the packet looks like. Let me just grab it for you. There. Metallic paint pens and by Artex. There's 18 in the set. And what did I want? I did the little like triangle bits there, which you can't see there. I did those in gold, and I think what I'm going to do is just edge these bits in gold, and it's a pale gold that I'm using. It's not a concentrating. It's not a bright one at all, so it fits well with our page. It's almost a silvery gold, not white gold because it's still got gold in it, but very, very pretty. Oh my god, I am so sorry. Let me do this bit. You couldn't see a thing of that because I'm still zoomed in, so I'm just doing here, look, just round these bits. Excuse me, let me get a drink. And then if I make any mess ups, I just go back in with my, when this is dry, I'll just go back in with my black Posca and just make sure I've got a nice neat line round there. There we go. Very pretty. Okay. Right, now, what have we got left? we've got the little pearls, and we've got, I'm going to leave them till the end, the dot and the pearls, because I want to see what the page is looking like when we've got all the green of beautiful green swirls done and the little flowers. Then it'll give us more of an idea, or give me more of an idea of what colours I can add without it being too samey. Alright my beautiful friends, I'll see you in 1 second. Okay, look how far we've come, folks. I love it. I'm really, really happy with it. So, we've got the little throw on the mirror to do, and the pearls. So, I've got a Uniball Signo. This is a violet, and it's sparkling violet. So, if we come in, that is what I'm going to do our pearls in. We're just doing the finishing touches together now, folks. So this is a nice, deep, beautiful colour, but it will be sparkly, which is nice. What are you thinking to the page, folks? Are you going to give it a go yourself? Please, if you do, put it on the Facebook group or on Instagram and tag me. I love seeing that people have coloured with me. Even if you change it, because it's your colouring book. I just love to see that people have watched and enjoyed it, and that's half the pleasure for me. Okay. So we've got a little, should be, well, nothing's going to sparkle against that mirror really, is it? Okay. So we've got that, we've got to let that dry. Then I'm going to use lilac, electric blue and the blush pink. Now, let me move you over. There we go. So we're going to use lilac, electric blue and blush pink for this blanket. And I'm going to do violet as the main colour. So let's put violet in. There we go. Violet. Then we're going to add the blush pink. Where? Here. Just going to add a little bit of white to these to blend it through, so it's got a bit more interest. And then we're going in with the electric blue. So we've got a bit of all the colours going on. And we've got an extra stripe there. So we're just going to make that pink. Okay. Those were the colours, just in case you couldn't see. So, electric blue, lilac and blush pink. Okay, we're going to use a little bit of white. We're nearly there, folks. I just want to finish up with you. Well, white. Good job I've always got a spare somewhere, isn't it? Knocking about. There it is. I'm so messy. Okay, so I'm just going to, on one side, I'm just going to blend that out with a little bit of white. Not faff too much, just leave. Alright. White jelly roll number 1. Just make sure it works on my hand. So I'm going to come out so we can get the page in, my messy desk in. Okay. We are going to add some white stars in. They're going to stay white, and we're going to put stickles over them. So we're just going to spend some time, and that's going to be it, folks. Oh, and the little door. What colour shall I do the little door, do you think, people? Why aren't you answering me? Oh dear, I think the late night has kind of made me gone loopy a little bit more than usual, if that's at all possible. So, it's going to keep going there. So when I've done this page, I think that I might, even though it's late, go and have a cup of tea, just to, because I don't know whether it's just me or when I've finished a page, you know, you get that sort of adrenaline rush. I don't know if it's just me or not, but if you're pleased with it, you get that kind of adrenaline rush, and my head seems really busy, and then I can't sleep very well. So I think I'll go downstairs and get a cup of tea. The husband's already in bed asleep, and just unwind for a minute. I've got to edit this and get it up, because I promised that I would do, I promised you that I would put number 1 and number 2 up at the same time. I like to do that because when I was learning to colour, I found it so frustrating. If you were following somebody, they put a new video up and you only got part 1 and you had to wait for part 2. It's, you know, really frustrating. So I like to back them so that they appear as part 1 and 2, but it's your choice when you watch them. So we're getting there now, folks. Just a few little stars. Oh, I thought I'd spread that purple then. Or dots, whatever they may be. They might not be stars. I think they're stars. In my mind, folks. Because Johanna's put these round here. There we go, we're getting there now, nearly there, folks. And then I'm going to put some stickles. Yes, and I know it will interfere with this side, but if you cushion the page, so when I come to turn it over, if I put like a bundle of scrap paper, doesn't even have to be scrap paper really behind it, it will cushion it so that I can colour those, colour the page behind without the prismas. Oh my gosh, without the stickles getting in the way. Put some white on there, gone over it. Nearly there. I don't want to rush because this is the bits that are really enjoyable as you come to the end of the picture, don't you think? Those little finishing touches that you add. They're what sort of tie it all your hard work together. Just checking out these stars, making sure that if they're deformed, I give them a bit more shape. Because I've, not Johanna's drawing, but because I've gone over them with black. Right. Okay. Let's get the stickles. Okay, now I'm thinking that we move you in. I'm thinking I don't want colour on the stars. So this is diamond stickle. Oh gosh, not good. It's okay, folks. Diamond stickles, my favourite. If you follow me, you'll know. I'm just going to drop a tiny bit in the centre of each of these stars. and then they'll dry and be sparkly. Star there. There's a star up there. Okay. And I'm going to put a little bit on each of the handles. I know I put gel pattern on, but I want them to look crystally, like, you know, them crystal handles. Okay, now I've forgotten the door, haven't I? That's the stickles done with. Did I do that one? I can't see. Did I? Yeah, it's only got a tiny drop on it though. Goodness me. Could I be any more tight with it? There we are. Okay. Right, what colour do we do the little door, people? I could make it the same colour as the rest of it, but where's the fun in that, folks? No, we're going lilac. Now I'm going to have to watch how I put my hand. We're going lilac. Okay, bit of lilac. We're going to go cream in there. Sorry, cream. I hadn't written it down. Bit of cream in there, and a little bit of goldenrod, just so it looks like there's some life in there. It's another world within that little doll. And then I'm taking the silver dual metallic pen, and we are going to avoid the stickles. There. And I smushed it. There we go. Right, folks, we are complete. Let me just check before I say anything. Is there anywhere else? I don't think so. I'm thinking we could have put... No, just leave. So, we've got that glorious, if I can get it right on the lighting, that glorious shiny mirror. We're going to have, you can't see it very well at the moment, but we'll have shiny stars when it's dry. I loved it. Absolutely love it, folks. I don't know how long part 2 is going to be, but I've thoroughly enjoyed the process. I've not had to rush. I love how the pictures turned out. I'll put a post up on Instagram so you can go over and have a look at it over there as well. I think, other than them little postcards, which I need to be really careful of, that, which I'm just going back in with that process red. Just putting a bit of a border around there. And got a pencil in my way. And is there a pencil under here? Something under there. Get out of the way, please. Yeah, there is. Where is it? Sorry, folks. Oh my goodness. And a bit of processed red there. There. Now I am done. I'm stepping away, folks. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed it. I have loved every single minute, otherwise I wouldn't have stayed up so late to do it. Really enjoyed it. Please, if you do a picture or your version, let me see your version of it, please. Like I say, I'm on Facebook or Instagram, or you can email it to me if you don't want it to go out to the public. I'd just love to see it. I hope you've enjoyed it and had as much fun as I have. So you'll have 3 videos from me back to back today. You'll have the colouring book flip through, you'll have had part 1, part 2, and now part 2, and yeah, that's to make up for the been missing for the last 8 days. Alright, my lovely, beautiful friends, until we meet again very soon, I've got a few bits to show you, so it will be soon. Take really good care of yourselves. Night night.